Hello everyone, in this episode of Screencast, I'll tell you how to generate Google Forms or even any Google document with help of OpenAI. I was looking and I was wondering what's the best way to generate forms with ChatGPT. So basically, first I was trying to look for a plugin for ChatGPT that I can just tell ChatGPT that, hey, I need such a form. Please generate this form for me. But unfortunately, there is no such plugin. And I dived deeper and I realized that Google Forms doesn't allow you with their API to generate forms. That's obviously sad, but ChatGPT suggested me an alternative for this. Frankly speaking, I even didn't know that Google has its script.google.com, where you can, with language very similar to JavaScript, it is called Google Script, create and manipulate with Google documents. And actually with all Google services, but we are mostly interested in Google documents, and particularly Google Forms. So within Google Scripts, you can just do two steps. First, ask OpenAI to generate content for you. And second step, based on this content, generate a form. Let's look at these functions. First, we need to ask OpenAI. First of all, please keep attention that I have my own API key that you have to get after authorization to make it work. Second, you need to create your prompt. For ChatGPT, I created a very basic one. You can go as crazy as you want with prompt, but for minimal prototype version, I thought that it would be enough. So here I asked ChatGPT to generate 10 questions quiz to check English level. And I suggest to use fill the gaps questions. Also, I asked to provide the output in JSON format. That's quite convenient to work with it after. And also specify what particular format should it be. So I say that it should be a list or array with object, and each object has question like a string and object like an array of strings. And I also specify that I want to have for each question 4 answers. That's basically it. Next, just standard options for HTTP OpenAI request. You can find it also in OpenAI documentation. And the thing that you need to be really focused on here is that Google Scripts, it doesn't allow you to do regular fetch or use HTTP request object. You need to use their internal URL fetch app and run method fetch. But the rest stays the same. So it's regular HTTP request, you'll get your response. From response, you'll get specific answer. That's it. And second step, as we said, use this data, we need to generate the form. And it's even more simple here. With help of form app, internal object, we create new document and store it in form variable. And after, we go over our list that was generated with help of OpenAI, and for each item we add form element. Here is I add multiple choice item, but in fact you can extend the script and add any type of item you want within a form. Only in this case you would have to extend prompt here and explain OpenAI what possibilities are here, and also add in a structure probably type, that based on this type you can optionally create any sort of element within the form. For each question I also add answers, and basically that's it. Function returns URL to published form. So let's try and see whether it works. It takes some time. OpenAI generates all the questions, and here we are. We got the URL to the form, and it looks like it works. We have our 10 questions quiz in Google Forms. Thank you for watching.